Welcome to A Change in Story. Today's episode is a quick tip where we break down a mental health or personal development topic in 180 seconds to help you shift or reframe your perspective. Today's topic explores what is sometimes called the negativity bias. This is the idea that as humans, we're hardwired to look for the negative or for potential threats in order to survive. This makes sense if you consider that at one point, humans had to be on the lookout for things like looming predators, environmental dangers, or even things like getting lost in the woods. But as things have advanced and evolved, most of us don't have to stay alert for those types of dangers anymore. However, our brains don't always know that. So now, instead of scouting for predators, we may be scanning for social cues that could indicate someone doesn't like us. Or we might think through all of the things that could go wrong about a situation because it's our mind's way of trying to keep us safe. Another aspect of the negativity bias is the idea that we tend to remember or pay more attention to negative experiences than positive ones. For example, we might remember and fixate on the one negative comment that we receive on something that we did, compared to possibly the hundreds of positive comments that we received. As you can imagine, this type of thinking, while it might be trying to protect us, can have not so great side effects, like lowering our mood, increasing feelings of worry or stress, and it can even affect our outlook or perspective on things. The good thing is, there are strategies to try and overcome or challenge this tendency to lean into the negative. One step or strategy is to intentionally focus on the positive or what is also going well in a situation. This isn't a suggestion to ignore the negative of what's going on, but rather to look at a situation holistically. So being able to appreciate the mixture of what is happening, both the good and the not so good. There's research that suggests a 3-to-1 positivity ratio can help us to maintain a sense of well-being. In other words, for every negative emotional experience that we're focused on, it can take focusing on and appreciating 3 positive emotional experiences to move our minds from a state of survival into a state of thriving. So if you find yourself ruminating or fixating on something negative, you might try and identify 3, or even more if you can, positive things that are also happening within the circumstance or within your life in general. It can take a little bit of work to get into the habit of intentionally focusing on positive things, especially when we're experiencing something challenging. But because negativity holds more weight, it can be beneficial to try and tip the balance toward positivity or even neutrality, which will then have an effect on our thoughts and emotions. And the more emotionally and mentally balanced that we are, the easier it is to see potential opportunities or even to come up with solutions to whatever we're experiencing. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for listening, and take care.